All right, guys, good morning. So it is 9:05 a.m. Eastern, and we're ready to rock and roll. This is my last trading day of the year before I kick it off to go on vacation, and I know it's the same for Taj, right?
Yep.
So Taj,
Yep.
what time's your flight again?
My flight is at 5:10. 5:10, I believe.
Oh, okay. So you're good.
Yeah. So yeah, I have time.
You're good.
What about you? What time are you leaving?
So I'm in dangerous waters because I've made a promise to my wife that by 11 firm I will be done. So I'm gonna do my very best to kind of make my fast money within the first 30-45 minutes of the day, and I will cut it because we're driving. So and it's about a 3-4 hour drive with a baby. So that's my schedule for today. So if I do cut it short for me today, guys, please don't be surprised. Um, the stock market is still open on tomorrow and Thursday. It is closed on Friday for the new year. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, I do promise that I will still do pre-market analysis and research for you guys tomorrow and Thursday, right? So since Taj and I won't be trading, what we will do is do the research. I'll put together a watch list on the top moving stocks that you guys can trade, and just text it in the channel. Okay, so that's my commitment to you guys. I still want you guys to be able to trade if you do plan to do so. All right, with that being said, let's kick it off. So for me, I've got my A list already kind of ready to go, and then I got a B list, and I've got some small cap stocks that I want to go over today. Let me go over the A list really quickly. Apple, we played it yesterday. It is gapping up today, broke all-time highs, and right now it's setting up a nice bull flag formation. So with Apple, what I would like to do is the following. I would love to see a little bit of a pullback on Apple before we decide to go long, rip to the upside, right? But right now it's trading at the high in pre-market is 138.40 or 41. If it breaks above that and just wants to continue to rip, we can go long. But then we're gonna have to put our stops at 138.21. The nice thing is that the risk is really small. It's 20-cent risk. You want to give it more room. I mean, you could put your stops all the way down to 137.87. I'm personally not going to do that. I like to keep my risk really tight, potential gain really big, right? So that's the setup that I see right now. I would prefer a pullback on Apple, nice reversal, boom, we go long and kill it, go home, enjoy the holidays, right? So that's my personal preference on Apple. Alibaba today, we've been playing the stock for like the past 3 days, and for good reason. It is moving. So today is gapping up almost 10 points. Right now, if it breaks above 231.76, I would love to go long. We're going to have to put our stops at 230.57, right where the AMA is at right now. This stock is going to recover. I mean, even analysts on CNBC were screaming to buy Alibaba at this price because the risk to the downside is very, very small, and the upside is pretty significant. So I like Alibaba today. That's going to be on my A list as well. So these are two large cap names that I've got on my A list. A second large cap name is Boeing. Today is the first day that the 737 MAX will officially fly. American Airlines is going to be flying the first 737 MAX out of Miami today. So that's going to be good news for Boeing. So right now, with the way that Boeing is setting up, if it breaks above 219.12, I'm going to go long. I'm going to put my stops at around 218.60. And first target I want to hit is 220.20 on Boeing, which is a little bit of a upper resistance level that I had marked up from the last couple days. So that's the first target I would love to hit. And if we can break out of that, more rip to the upside. So that's what I like about Boeing. Snap is another one that I like. Snap received a really nice price target upgrade from Goldman Sachs. And you guys all know I follow Goldman Sachs very closely. Goldman Sachs gave it a $70 price target. It was trading yesterday at 48.26, gapping up already 2 points, almost 3 points. So it's done a significant move already, right? So we're gonna have to, and the high in pre-market is 51.28, or if I'm off by like a penny probably. I would love to see Snap pull back a little bit from maybe some profit taking and see a nice reversal kick in, because it's done so much. We have to wait for the setup. Don't go chasing the stock, right? If we see this pull back, do a nice reversal, rip, okay, go long, put your stops on the bottom of that reversal, right? Especially if there's like a double bottom setup. So that's what I would love to see on Snap. Another name that I like is LMND. I was looking at this stock when it was trading at $102. And I was commenting with Carlos on the Stock Alerts channel. Because LMND, let me see here, the news is that their expiration date, their lockup expiration date expires today. So which means that when a company goes and IPOs, there's some rules that the underwriters set. Institutional investors that have been in the company as investors from the beginning, and even executives like the CEO, etc., they cannot sell their shares until the lockup period expires. Today it expires. So that's why it gapped down in pre-market. But then look at what happened. Straight shoot. Once it broke above 103.83, it went straight to 113. So I like LMND because it provides range, right? And as a large cap trader and a mid cap trader, I like stocks that give me range, like Alibaba, like Apple, like Tesla, because you don't need to capture a significant move to make good money. So that's why for me, LMND is going to be on my A list for today. And so is Snap, and so is Boeing, right? Oh, so let me go over again my A list. Apple, Baba, LMND, Boeing, Snap, and I am actually going to keep an eye on Microsoft. I'm going to flop between Microsoft and Tesla, right, on those two. Let me quickly go over some small cap names for those of you who like to trade the small caps. I'm really interested in DPW. We actually had this one on our list, on our watch list yesterday. I actually called out, I texted in the live trading room, I don't know if you guys saw it. I called out to go long DPW when it broke out of 470. You could have bought 1,000 shares or 500 shares, whatever, of DPW, and you could have sold that sucker above $5 for a nice return, right? Today, it's in action again. So right now, with the way that it's trading, I personally would love to see it break the pre-market highs before I get interested in it and go long the stock. So $5.63. If you see this stock trading higher and about to break above it, I would love to see a consolidation around that area, and then bull flag breakout, go long, and have a nice determined risk-reward ratio on this stock. Another one that I like is UUU. I've never heard of this stock before, but this stock is going crazy. It closed at $3 yesterday. It's trading at 12 bucks. Pre-market high of about 14.40. So the float on this stock is just 1.8 million shares, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. No. Oh, sorry. That's the wrong one. There's another one. Let me see here. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong one. All right. Where is the float? Actually, let's use our bot here.
There you go.
Oh, you got it? Boom. There you go. 2.3 million shares. And look at how many. Actually,
1.6.
Ah, the float is 1.6. There you go. All right. We're all over the place here. So 1.6 million shares. And look at how many shares it's traded already in pre-market, right? How many times has the float been circled around just in pre-market? There's a lot of day traders, a lot of communities trading this stock right now, and this is where the herd is at. So I like where the herd is at, because if we follow the same strategies as we normally do every single day, a lot of day traders use the same strategies that we do, right? So if you stick to the same game plan and the same technicals that we look for, trust me, there are going to be millions and millions of dollars trading the same way as we do, and we can go for a nice breakout. So I'm interested in it if it breaks pre-market highs, right? Because then there's more room to the upside, and this thing could probably hit 20 bucks, right? So that's UUU. Another one, I'm not going to go over in detail because I want to give time to Taj. TENX, keep that on your radar. TCCO, keep that on your radar. Pre-market high was about $24, came back down to $10. I read why this stock popped up. It was an earnings report, and they didn't even exceed expectations. So to me, this is a short. This stock is going to come straight back down. So if you guys want to play, I don't think options are even available for this stock. So you'd have to short it with equity. Just be very careful. Put your stops at 11.26 if you do decide to short it. With that being said, Taj, let me pass it on to you.
Well, yeah, this is a nasty sell-off on TCCO for that to just do that during pre-market. That's pretty insane.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I guess I'll just expand upon the list that you have. I have a couple of more names that I want to keep an eye on. One is Facebook. The reason I really want to keep a close eye on Facebook, look at the day that I had yesterday. This stock was on fire. We actually called out the reversal here.
Yep.
Right around 267.40, I think it was. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, exactly right.
And this thing just never, look at this, it never really had a pullback after that. Consolidate, breakout, consolidate, breakout, consolidate, breakout. And what are we doing during pre-market? Consolidating. It's been consolidating right at these highs, pretty much all pre-market. So I really want to just keep an eye on Facebook to see if it can continue the momentum with this market. One thing that I've noticed throughout my years trading the market is that the market truly doesn't rally until Apple rallies. So whenever Apple is hitting all-time highs, usually the market is actually following through. So let's actually just take a quick look at it, right? Let's take a quick look at the S&P. Look how many times the S&P has tried to break out. Every time it hits a new all-time high, pulls back, pulls back, pulls back here, pulls back, pulls back. It has yet to be able to really go on a run, right? Why is that? Because Apple has not been fueling the market. Remember, this is the largest company in the world, right? It's the richest company in the world. If your leader is not hitting all-time high, it's really, the overall market is going to struggle to continue that momentum to the upside. So I bring that up to say this. If Apple can rise, the market's going to rise as well. The market's gapping up into all-time highs along with Apple. So if that happens, you'll see a lot of these other names within the same industry start to do the same. You're going to see your Microsofts pop off. You're going to see your Facebooks pop off. You're going to see, you're going to see Bob even go up. You're going to see a lot of these other names go up because the leader is having that momentum into the all-time highs. So today is a very exciting day for me just because Apple is my go-to stock. That's the name that has far outperformed any other name that I've traded throughout my career. So today should be a great day for all of us. I would say, A+++ list is Apple. Keep a close eye on this name because if Apple is truly going to rally and hit these all-time highs, you're gonna have some great opportunity trading this name. So one thing that I do like about Apple is we are getting the consolidation right before the market opens. Hopefully it stays here and it doesn't rally past that 138.41 level. So if the market opens, once the market opens, if we get that pop up above 138.41, let's get our longs ready. And let's ride this sucker into all-time highs and see what it can do. So that's going to be at the very top of my list. I may even just have tunnel vision on Apple today. That's how excited I am to trade it. Another name I really like is just the overall market, the S&P. So the S&P closed yesterday at 372.17. The prior all-time high was 372.46. We actually rallied past that. The market went up to, I believe, 374.36. So it gapped up actually 2 points during the pre-market. Now we're pulling back about 50, 60 cents. But I like the overall market as well. Again, if Apple's really going to have that momentum and break out into its all-time highs again, SPYs are going to follow through. The Qs are going to follow through. So this is a great opportunity if you want exposure to the overall market and trade the indices. Today would be a great day to do it. And I think there's going to be a good chance that today's the real follow-through on the market, right? Where you actually have it break out in the all-time highs and it just continues that momentum to the upside. And maybe the market has a big day. There's a lot of positive news circulating around the market, around the stimulus deal, that finally being done.
Right.
How Alex always brings up, the market is being priced for perfection. Well, perfection is actually being, there's actually follow through on the perfection, right? For everything that was anticipated. So again, as long as nothing comes out to sell the market off, I think we're going to have some great opportunities with the end of season Apple. Another name I liked as well, Alex brought up, is Snap. That price target upgrade is crazy. I mean, this stock is trading at $48, and you had tier 1 analysts come out and say, nope, this thing's worth $70. Yep. You're looking at 20 points away from its current price range on a stock like Snap. And remember, guys, when Snap went on its initial run back here, as it broke out above $28, $29, let's remember how crazy this thing went.
Mm-hmm.
And in a few days it went up to $45. So I'm not saying Snap's going to do that, but that's the potential, that's the capability of a stock like Snap.
Right.
So I really do want to keep an eye on it. It's bouncing right off of its daily 20 MA. And what's nice is if Snap actually has a really good day today, you'll be trading back above the 8 MA.
Yep.
And potentially looking to test that high of 54.71. Probably not today, but I don't know. Snap could test it today. But maybe sometime this week, if the market again continues that momentum, you're going to have a lot of opportunities with other names as well. And Snap, I think, would be one of them. Another name I really like is BABA. So I was really hoping yesterday that BABA would sell off a little bit more, and we didn't get it. We didn't get it. And, this was so expected on BABA. I mean, you just had this stock like this just getting demolished, right? You look at the RSI the other day was at, 23 on a stock like BABA. So the restrictions on them are serious, right? However, that doesn't mean BABA's going to fold. It's still strong company, still formidable company.
Right.
And, seeing the gap up that it has today is just, proof to the consensus that we had. So I bring up BABA to say that I really like the pre-market action that has happened. You have had the pretty significant gap up. We had a close yesterday at 222.36, and now we're gapping up about $9 from that price level. However, remember, this thing, the RSI is so low that, BABA has no problem, rallying another 5 points from here.
Right.
Because, maybe the RSI, I don't know what it's at right now, but I'm assuming it's probably
at 32.
30, 31?
32.
32? That was my next guess.
Yeah.
So it's still actually right on that oversold territory. On the RSI, anything below 30, we're at 30 is in oversold territory. So we're just now peeping our head out of that.
Right.
So, hey, who's to say BABA, can't go back up to 40 or 50 today? And that means BABA could, potentially rise up to about 234, 235, 236. So I'll be watching this right out of the gates as well.
Yep.
This will be on my A list. We can break out above, what's this high here? Around 232, 231.93. I think BABA has potential to go on a rally. This consolidation, all market, with some good volume coming through, is letting us know that that BABA is going to be an actively traded stock today, as it has been over the past couple of days.
Yep.
If you look at the volume bars on my chart, BABA normally, as of late, has been doing 15 million shares, 11 million shares, 9 million shares, pop up 18 million shares. And look what happened the other day. 141 million shares. That is actually insane. Yesterday, 73 million shares.
Yep.
So who's to say we still can't do even half of that, which would be still 3 to 4 times as much as we've been doing in the near past.
Yes, sir.
So that's also going to be on my list. And then one other name I just kind of want to keep a close eye on is Plug. Is Plug. So if you guys remember, I actually tried to play Plug long yesterday as it broke out above the 37.40, and then I got out very quickly it was a very small loss, even close to break even for me. But look at the pain that was that this stock, incurred yesterday.
Yeah.
And if you look, the thing I really like about it is look on the daily chart. That is a nasty sell-off going into all-time highs. It actually broke out of a daily bull flag and then completely flopped.
Yep.
So I really just want to keep an eye on that to see if we can have some continuations of the downside. If we're able to retest yesterday's lows, which were, let's see, 33.53.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's gonna spark my interest. Right now it's trading around 33.80. So this is gonna more so be on my B list. But if it's able to go down and test those lows, hey, I wouldn't mind picking up some shorts and really seeing the test of that low. I see a question here. Which chart did you see the RSI that low on, Baba? So if you're watching my stream on the RSI, it's this line down here. That is the RSI. So yeah, man, that's pretty much gonna be my list. A list, A++ list. I have Apple.
A++.
Then on the A list, I'm gonna have Snap and Baba along with Facebook, and then on my B list, I'm gonna have the Plug. That's all gonna be composed of my list. And then I really like the LMND as well. That's gonna I like the potential on LMND. You bring up a good point. As soon as this internal shareholders are able to take their profits, they usually do when the stock goes on a hot run, as this stock has done. So now you may see just the buyers come right back in and pop this thing right back up. So
yep.
Let's see what we can do. Oh, and then also the indices, the overall indices. That's also going to be on my A list.
Nice. Well, we've got a lot of stocks that we're watching today. So for everyone in the trading room, pick your favorite 4. I always encourage this, or pick your favorite 2 and focus on those and create support and resistance zones, the ones that we've mentioned with our analysis, and then try to create some support and resistance zones on your own. And when the opportunity strikes, you know whether to short it, whether to go long. But these are the stocks that we're watching. My A list, once again, is Snap, Boeing, LMND, Baba, Microsoft, and Apple. And let's go get it today. For everyone on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Comment below. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. This is our last video for the year, so we'll see you guys next year. Happy New Year's, and God bless.